Welcome to Ready, Set, Retire, where we try and tackle some of life's biggest obstacles when getting ready for retirement. And if you haven't joined us before, the first week of every month, we like to investigate our finances because we all know finances is critical when you want to retire and when you are retired. So the first challenge of the year was how to start writing a zero-based budget and following it. So that was for January. And my husband and I just spent almost 4 hours. God bless him. Here's a picture of what he looked like just a minute ago. So where is Andrew right now? He's actually with our daughter. Sarah is preparing for her road test to get her driver's license in the next couple of weeks. So they're out driving the streets. Hopefully she's doing a good job. Yeah, so I think he needed a break for sure, because you heard it right. 4 hours we spent today working on reconciling our January budget. I don't know how it went for you. It was very exciting, I have to say, when we wrote our January zero-based budget, which, to recap from last month, so our first challenge of the year, and this is going to be our 5th challenge of 2020, and it's going to be to continue. It's nothing new. We all know it takes a number of weeks before anything becomes, a habit, a lifestyle, which is what we want in retirement for sure. We really do have to get good with our finances. There's no options. We put it off as long as we can, and to get there and to be there successfully, we really do have to pay attention to the pennies, get good with the details. And so what happened for us? Well, I thought it was going great. And, my husband actually took the zero-based budget that we had made and put it up on the fridge. I was super excited. Never in our marriage would Andrew have posted it like for all to see, this is what we're doing. It was so exciting. Until about a week and a half ago, I came home from work and it was gone. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe he's updating it. I don't know. Like, this is exciting. Where is it? And I asked him, I'm like, oh, hon, Andrew, where's the budget? And he looked at me, deadpan face. He's like, well, it was wrong, so I threw it out. And that was that. And I'm like, wow, no, that's not that. Of course it's wrong. It's always going to be wrong. That's why we adjust as we go, which is what you're supposed to do. This is life. This stuff happens, right? And to him, it was wrong. So it needed to go. But there was no new budget put up there. So today took a long time because we rewrote the January budget as best as we could remember. And then Andrew, who is very good, like, this is the difference. I'm a pen and paper kind of girl. Always have been. He loves computers, Excel, spreadsheets, loves it. I cannot look at that. It makes me crazy. And in fact, he likes, normally we would be in the basement, in the office, in front of the computer, and I'd be like hunched up on this chair we have down there. I hate it. It makes me crazy. I want to cringe the whole time I'm down there. If I were to choose, I'd be in the sunroom where it's lovely, stretched out on the lounge chair. That's not for him. So we compromised, and which is what a budget is all about, compromising the pennies. And we are in our dining room. Plenty of space on our table. He has his laptop set up, and I have plenty of room, lots of room. I have my calculator. That's all I need. And so we worked at reconciling. We have never reconciled our finances, our budgets, and we've done a budget every year for probably 21 of the 22 years we've been married. And we have never reconciled it to our bank. So, and that was the great thing with Andrew being a computer guy. He loves looking things up. So it's like, okay, get on the bank account and let's really account for every single penny that left our bank account. It was fantastic. And it took a long time. But again, we were behind the ball. I'm anticipating February is going to go much better. This is the goal. This is the dream. The victory hopefully will be ours. And before we give ourselves any new challenges, I need, and this is where you guys come in. I hope we're all sort of, cheering each other on. It's a hard challenge to do a zero-based budget. And it is a hard challenge to reconcile because it means being completely transparent with ourselves, with our spouse, with our children. We just had Sarah do a zero-based budget. She has a part-time job to account for all the money that she earns and spends. We have a family holiday planned with my parents coming up in March. And so, how much spending money are you planning on bringing? Sarah, you have a job. How much are you going to contribute for your own spending money? And how are you going to get to that dollar? And how much do you typically earn in a week? And what do you like to spend it on? And we're hoping that she can learn alongside of us, and it'll be a good life skill for her, because come September, she's going to be in one university or another. And it's hard. Like, I know when I went to university, I was lucky enough not to leave with debt, but I worked minimum 2 jobs straight through. I didn't just work during the summer. I worked all through and the summers, and it was hard. It's not ideal, but I didn't leave with a crippling debt either. And my heart goes out to anybody who did leave university that way. And we don't want that for Sarah either. And the only way is if she can really get a handle on her spending too. And so it's good. It's good for all of us. We're all learning. And that's right. So challenge number 5 for 2020 is to do another zero-based budget and to reconcile that budget at the end of February. And also, I hope you've done that for January. We got a lot of good takeaways by reconciling and talking about, well, what happened? Where did the money go? We learned a lot of things, actually, that we didn't know. And of course, one of them, which we did know was coming, was we would have to be better at forecasting. So all the bills that come up that are not accounted for, that are not monthly bills. Like, of course, you have, your mortgage payment, it doesn't change. Your insurance payments, those don't change. We have a grocery budget that doesn't change. Not really. We stay within it. But we had some of Sarah's driving lessons. We had to pay for some of that. So that was over $300. We had her university that we had to pay for applications, and that was almost $300. We were playing catch up on a couple of bills from December that let's face it, I find it hard. Andrew does travel a fair bit, and he pays the bills online. So when he's not home, things fall through the cracks. Life gets busy. But yeah, we did find quite a few things that now we can follow up on with different companies and stuff like that. And it was great. It felt really empowering and really exciting as a couple. yeah, I really hope that you take that extra step and not just do the budget, but follow up with the budget and write some notes at the bottom of it. What's your takeaway? What did you learn? What can you do better? How can you improve for next month? And in forecasting. So that did help us when we wrote up our February one. So fingers crossed. I hope it's going well for you. I hope it wasn't as big a struggle for you as it was for us. It was a struggle. I'm not going to say 4 hours on a Sunday isn't a struggle, but it was very worth it. And I feel like they say it brings you closer together as a couple. And I think that's very true. It certainly is true for us because money is one of the biggest stressors for everybody. And I don't think it matters how much you make because your lifestyle reflects your incomes as well. So just because maybe you have a really great high income, you probably are spending it on maybe a bigger house, and then your heating bills are higher, and maybe you have more cars that are expensive and all this. Not saying you should, but everything is relative, and it's a stress for everybody, I think, and we can all do a better job with our finances, and we all hopefully want to retire. Hopefully we feel that we can, and that's the goal of this, is so that we can get there and retire with dignity and have a lot of enjoyment and enjoy our lives now. Like, I think this is really going to help us to do that too. So stay strong. You can do this. I'm rooting for you. And if you want to share this video with anyone else, I sure encourage you to do that. And it's so easy. All a zero-based budget, just to recap, you take your total income coming into your house, so all the money that comes in, and you subtract all your expenses, and it should equal zero. If it doesn't, if you have extra money left over, which we're hoping we're going to have, I think, we have, how much coming? We have $238 left over for the month of February. We're hoping to put that towards our holiday that's coming up. But if you were under, then you have to rein in those expenses too, just to make it zero. Otherwise, you're going to end up going into debt. And that's the goal, is to not be in debt, like, unless you can pay it off, but then you're not really in debt, right? So that's the goal of the zero-based budget. All the money coming in minus all your expenses equals zero. That's the goal. I mean, you can always put money into savings too. That's good. But anyways, I hope it goes well for you in February. Challenge number 5, exactly the same as challenge number 1, but with confidence, with gusto, and hopefully with a lot of success. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you accept this challenge and share it with friends and family and coworkers, and get everybody excited about their income, because it should be exciting. We spend a good majority of our day working, and now we need to get that money that we work hard for. We need to get it working hard for us too. So again, have a great week. I appreciate you cheering me on, and I'm cheering you on too. Bye-bye.